What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you are on the podcast platforms, please do go ahead and subscribe. And if you are on YouTube, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button as well as the like button while you're at it. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. Let's just go ahead and brighten up the place and let's get into this conversation. So we know that tiamowryhardrict, I guess she's just going by Maury now. I don't know if she's going to drop the Hardrict, but we know she filed for a divorce from her husband, Cory Hardrict. And ever since she filed, she's been talking about love of self, self-love, practicing self-love, knowing who you are, all of those different things, just really focusing on her. Nothing wrong with that. When you're in a marriage, you should focus on yourself. It shouldn't just be after you decide you don't want to be with someone anymore to start focusing on you and focusing on yourself, because that bull crap about 50-50 in marriage, it's more than that. And that's why a lot of marriages don't last. You have to give your all. That other person has to give their all. You cannot give all of yourself and the other person not giving all of themselves. It just is not going to work. So when you decide to go all in on you and you decide, you know what, I don't need this, I can do better by myself, not bad by myself. I don't believe in that saying. I can do better by myself. Then, hey, that's the decision that some people choose to make. And that's what she decided to do. She didn't give real reasons for why she filed. Filing was irreconcilable differences, which could mean anything. But a lot of people were speculating that he was unfaithful. I don't know the dude. I don't know her. But I wasn't going to jump out and say, yeah, he was unfaithful, because that's not everybody's issue. Not every man cheats. Not every woman is a money-hungry gold digger. Like, there's so many stereotypes out there about people that it really is annoying. Not every man's issue is sex. Not everyone is like that, where they just have to be with multiple people. I know there's a lot of talk out there about that, and there's a lot of losers out there, let's just be honest, that talk about how they have to be with more than one woman and all this other bullcrap, but they never want to take care of more than one woman. They don't want to have anyone putting them on child support. They don't want to be responsible, but they want to be irresponsible with as many people that they can think of being with. Let's just be honest. That's what a lot of it boils down to. But that's not even about this. I just went off on a little bit of a tangent. Sometimes it happens, okay? But this story about Cory Hardrict now wanting to dispute the prenuptial agreement that they had done back in 2008 is a little bit of a is this some payback and you're just trying to make a little harder situation for Tia because you feel slighted in the situation, or you're pissed off that she's going around telling everyone how she feels so much better now that she's no longer in the marriage? It just makes you wonder. So this story comes from the Sandra Rose blog, and the story is, Tia Mowry's estranged husband, Cory Hardrict, will soon be broke if he can't get a judge to toss out the ironclad prenup that he signed days before they tied the knot on April 20th, 2008. As you know, a prenuptial agreement in California is etched in stone and rarely ever nullified. The 43-year-old actor is questioning the validity of the prenuptial agreement that he willingly signed, according to Radar Online. According to court documents obtained by radaronline.com, Cory responded to Tia's divorce filing in Los Angeles Superior Court. He asked the court to toss out their prenup, and he's demanding joint custody of their 2 children. His attorney asked the court to determine the validity of the prenuptial agreement dated April 14th, 2008, and or that any provisions are unconscionable. Tia's prenuptial agreement specifies that he leaves the marriage with nothing except for the clothes on his back when she picked him up at a bus stop back in the day. Oh my God. Listen, guys, I'm reading this directly from the blog, so I am not saying I'm not saying this. I don't know if that's true. It could be. I don't know. But anyway, it was funny because I am reading this as I go along, so that really did catch me off guard. Anyway, Tia, 44, filed for divorce in October after 14 years of marriage. She told fans, "I wanted to share that Cory and I have decided to go our separate ways. These decisions are never easy and not without sadness. We will maintain friendship as we co-parent our beautiful children." In her petition, Tia cited irreconcilable differences as a reason for the divorce, but in his response, Cory denied there were irreconcilable differences. In her divorce petition, Tia asked that neither she nor Cory be awarded spousal support as per the prenup. The actress is represented by high-powered celebrity attorney Laura Wasser. After Tia filed for divorce, Cory took to Instagram to imply that their separation was temporary. "I love my beautiful family. I love my kids, love my wife, love all you guys. It's all love." But he was served with the divorce papers a few days later. Cory filed his response after Tia was approached by the paparazzi and asked about her Christmas plans a few weeks ago. At the time, Tia said she planned to spend the holidays with Cory and their children. So we don't know if that changed, because at the time I'm recording this, it's actually Christmas Day. So not sure if that threw her off guard and pissed her off. And she was like, "I don't want to even see you, let alone spend time with you and our children together." But I will say this. I don't think that the prenup is going to get thrown out. I just believe that he is trying his best to grasp at straws because he's pissed off with her wanting an out when he didn't want an out. So I don't know. I don't know if they are going to award him some sort of income from her, because I mean, we've seen that situation with Wendy Williams. We've seen it with Mary J. Blige. We've seen it with Sherry Shepherd. I don't know. I don't understand those situations either, because I don't believe that they should have gotten anything. But I just feel that he's just trying to make it a little bit tougher for her, because I guess with the ease in terms of the way we feel she went about it, with posting that they are deciding to go their separate ways, but they still are going to be friends and co-parent, and just trying to make it as light as possible. I think he was like, to hell with that. This is war. And I am not going to make this easy on you. I may not win, but I'm definitely not going to just lay down and let you roll over me. Yeah, I signed this prenuptial agreement back in the day, but I don't believe that this is the way it should be. I'm not saying that he's right at all. It just sucks because you signed it. It a little bit reminds me of Candy and Todd from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not wishing anything on them, and I'm not speaking anything over them. But if you remember when they were having their wedding special, he had issues with the prenuptial agreement. And he was talking about, so you saying that I signed this and things don't work out, then I just have to get my stuff and move out? Like, it was about the stuff. And she was like, so what are you saying? You should get some of my money? And some people were feeling that Candy was being cold, but I got it. Candy worked hard for everything that she got, and she doesn't want to be in a position where it's like, if it didn't work out, then now you're coming after my stuff because you were supposed to be in this for me. And now looking at that situation when that happened and seeing how hard he was on the prenuptial agreement, she had to get him to sign it on video. And the attorney was asking him these questions and making sure that he understood and repeating the questions over and over again. And he had to answer a specific way. He had to say the exact words to make sure that he indeed understood, so that he couldn't come back later and say, well, I didn't say yes. I just said, or something like that. So now is it going to have to come to this space and time where people are going to have to get all of these people to sign these prenuptial agreements on video? Because now he's trying to get it thrown out, but you signed it. You agreed to it and you signed it. You didn't ask to have things edited as the years went by or updated or changed. You stuck with it. And now that things are no longer, now you want to have the prenuptial agreement thrown out. I just don't get that. I don't have any respect for that. I get it. Sometimes contracts are not fair. But in this situation, it's just really making him to look like the loser that a lot of people are proclaiming that he is. And it's no shock to me the pictures that Sandra Rose chose to use of him on the blog where he literally looks like a bum. It's crazy, but hey, it is what it is. I just don't get it. But you guys can let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing. So until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.